Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. The word hope can be a very dangerous thing. And so, while I try not to be too hopeful, because ultimately in this game, you're going to be let down if you're too hopeful. I do have some tentative news concerning something I addressed in the last 48 hours. So, if you recall, the people who purchased for, let's say, expiring soon to be units, like first day or first couple days of the new patch with the uncollected and cavalier difficulty, the 1,000 unit minimum for the revives and team revives and energy refills package for exploration and ultimately 8.1. Well, we know that they should file a help ticket. If you missed that video, file a help ticket and you should get a refund. But the key is you can't have spent the items. And I think even if you spent one of the items, they may not give it to you. But for everybody else, let's say you grinded content and have revives there just from grinding content. Well, you aren't able to really take advantage of that because you didn't use units to purchase it. You just grinded content. Maybe you did what I normally do. These level 1 revives represent 22-hour events, of which I always try to get at least the level 1 revive, although I think every milestone, except for event quest completion at the end of months when I've already completed event quest content, is very easy to do that. So yeah, I've got the level 1s and maybe every once in a while level 2. But that's it. Well, that will probably go for Eternity of Pain revives, so no big deal. But for those of you who maybe grinded certain content looking for revives, like, you're screwed. Well, we do have an update from Kabam Mike, and I think it is somewhat hopeful, though until we see the specifics, I do not want to get, again, our hopes up. But at least they're using him. I feel like I hear parents, obviously I'm not a parent, thank God, of kids. I have enough students on my own. But I hear that parents are like good cop, bad cop. And I feel like Kabam Jax is the good cop, and Kabam Mike is the bad cop, and Kabam probably knows that too. So they're sending him out to speak to us with some kind of hope. But it says, hey all, thank you for your patience. We're still actively looking into what we can do in this situation. We recognize that our info going out wrong affected a lot of players' planning and preparation, and we want to do what we can to address this with our limited timeline. So that is a way better message than, you guys should know that we don't support hoarding of any kind, so really, it's on you. You're not blaming the player base to start out this message. You're taking some of the ownership of the blame, which I think is noble and also a good idea. Changing expiration timers or anything like that is not possible. So, look, I don't code for a living. I don't know how these things work. I guess you just can't pause that, or if it does, it crashes the system. So that was a popular suggestion that I even threw around on the channel a couple days ago. Not possible. We've tried it in the past and it did not work. It only created more problems. Currently, we are exploring a trade-in store for items. Now, I think a fair trade-in store would be to just trade in a revive for a revive or a potion for a potion. So you're just resetting how many days are on that. So like, let's say I've got a level 1 revive expiring in a day, and I traded in for a new level 1 revive that'll go into my overflow and expire in 14 days. Well, that fixes the issue. It's interesting to me that it's easier to code a whole new trade-in store than it is to just pause timers. Again, on paper, I would think it'd be easier just to pause timers, but that is why I don't work in coding, obviously. I know it's not the exact same thing as giving players an extension on potions or revives, and even explored doing a 1-for-1 trade. Oh no. Does that mean this will not be a 1-for-1 trade? And it'll be like, we will give you... That's why this hope is like cautionary. Like, imagine if it's like, we'll give you a chance to do the expiration refreshes, but it'll be 2 revives for 1. That would be shady. God, I hope that's not what he's implying. I'm trying not to read too much into it, but that's what I get just first reading it. But that would end up with the same items in the stash since you're trading one inventory item for another item that goes right back into your inventory. Yeah, but that's the point is, if it goes right back into your stash today, it resets the expiration timer. So that's fine, you know? Like, I don't see why that's a bad thing. That's fine. It's actually better than pausing the timer because let's say they paused it for 48 hours and you had 3 days left. Well, now, if you trade it in instead of 3 days, you might have 14. So, Command Mike, it's a really good idea to do a 1-1 trade. Please come to that conclusion too. I wish I could confirm that this for a certain time, but the team is still working to get this done as fast as possible. That's good news. Again, anybody that purchased items for units should be reaching out to our support team who are prepared to help. If you already have done that and didn't get an answer that reflected your concern, please send another ticket. We'll post more details as soon as we have them. 3 disagree, 1 agree. Didn't start out welcomed well at the time of this shot. Well, maybe some hope, but please no scam trade-ins. That's my takeaway from this. Thanks again to everybody who sent this out to me, including my man, Mr. Yarg 2015, Mr. Main Squeeze. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching.